Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for coming back. Thank you for clicking play. It's a massive game today. It's top v second as we travel to Velez in just a huge match in the Superliga. You can see as well, Boca Juniors are taking on Atletico Tucumán at the same time as us. They are currently third. So I don't know if you remember at the end of episode 38, we pointed out that Boca were playing 3 games while we were only playing 1 going into the January transfer window. So it says something that we're above them, doesn't it? So let's get into the schedule to start with. And of course, Belgrano was the last game we did. So Atletico Tucumán at home, we beat them 4-1. Our former player Francisco Apalazza, of course, scored against us, put them in front, but then Pellegrini scored a lovely goal. A ball out to the left-hand side of the penalty area and just smashed in. The keeper probably should have done better, but it was a really good finish. Gaston Campi then got a header, I think it was, from a corner. Mario Gatti, of course, then blasted one in right-footed. He's a left-footed player. Lovely ball through from Casquet, I think it was. And then just an instant shot from the edge of the box. And Gaston Paiva came off the bench to seal it on 88 minutes. And then we went into a series of friendlies that I didn't control. As always, I let my assistant manager take charge. And we did all right. We won most of them. The only one we drew was against Sarmiento. We won all the rest. That one against Sarmiento, I think we had 38 shots on goal. They had 2. So, well done, FM. We then came back for the Superliga just after the transfer window ended. I think it ended on the 21st or something like that. And we beat Godoy Cruz 3-0. Bautista Cascini, a right-footed midfielder, scored an absolute thunderbolt with his left. Gaston Campi again on the score sheet. And of course, Mario Gatti was on the score sheet. So that is he's just ridiculous. I can't keep going on about him. He's just phenomenal. So we are going away to Velez today. It's a huge match for them more than it is for us because, of course, we have games in hand. We've got 4 games in hand on Velez and we're only 2 points behind them. We've got a game in hand on Boca and we're 2 points ahead of them. So today's match, it is huge because it's the top 2, but it's definitely not season defining for us. We've only played half our league games. Everybody else other than Talleres have played pretty much half their season. So I've played well into the second half of their season. I mean, look, Union Santa Fe and Olimpo have played 26 games. Belgrano have played 27, as have Racing Club. So we've got a lot of catching up to do. And I am worried that injuries are going to play a part, and because the schedule's just going to be so hectic. But I am also hoping that the momentum that generates is going to be it's just going to carry us through. Before the match, a draw would be excellent. A defeat wouldn't be terrible, but a win would all but put Velez out of it, really, wouldn't it? Because you just, 3 games in hand and a point above them, it would take something special for them to hold us off. But today we've got Juan Pablo Pompey in charge, 15 matches refereed, only 6 yellow cards and no reds. Why is it that all the referees have not shown any cards at all, and then they come to referee one of our matches and they end up doubling their tally for the season? And we've got one of the best fair play records in the league. We won the Copa Libertadores Fair Play Award, and we got a question in a recent press conference saying we had one of the best disciplinary records. Yet all the referees beat their match average in our games for cards shown. So I don't really get it. We go into it with, I think it's 6 or 7 wins on the bounce in the league. Velez do have a defeat on their record. We've won 2 out of 3 past meetings. So we go there confident. But it's going to be a really tough match. This is the team that we are going with. Leonardo Fernandez, one of our new signings, is in the team from the start because Abel Casquet is not really fit. I don't know what's happened to him there. I don't know if he played a reserve match and hasn't recovered. Matias Moya as well is on the bench. Gaston Paiva. Now, he came off the bench into this box-to-box midfielder role. He's left-footed, so it's perfect. And he scored an absolute worldie. So I'm giving him a start in that position today because I really like Gaston Paiva, and I don't want him getting unhappy, but I do realise that I run the risk of upsetting maybe Gaston Gil Romero or someone like that. So yeah, we're going to see how that goes. So there's one player making their debut today in Leonardo Fernandez. We have got Estevao on the bench, but our other new signings, Brian Coufret and Marcos Ledesma, are not on the bench for us today. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's see what we can do. We're probably going to have to bring off Paiva and Fernandez at some point during the match because they're not 100% match fit. I think we could go there. We could give a good account. We shouldn't have any fear. We are top of the league if we win this, so we definitely shouldn't have any fear. We've got one of the best strikers in the game. We've got one of the best attacks in the game. Right, let's see what we can say today. We've got nothing to lose here. We know how good we are. Let's show everyone what we're capable of. I've just realised I don't know where Enzo Galabert is. One of our new signings, a right winger. He wasn't showing up in this squad there, was he? Has he been automatically put into the under-19s or something? I'll have to have a look at that. Right, we're just going to calmly say I have faith as well. Don't want to stress them out. Don't want to get them too G'd up. Just calmly send them out there. It's a massive game and we just give a good account of ourselves. Hopefully get at least a point. A win would be an absolute dream. Here's Lucas Rodriguez to Fernandez. Chico's the first highlight of the match. Chico spreads it out to Zucqui. Still holding his place in the team. And Mario Gatti's there for the header. Oh, and that's off the bar. Not sure if the keeper tipped that onto the bar. But that was such a good header. Mario Gatti, 6'6", but he is obviously so good in the air. He scores so many headers. He scores all kinds of goals. But when you put a cross in there, you know he's going to get on the end of it. And here we go then, Christian Lima as we build from the back. Nogueira goes back to Sapa. That was a bit of a feisty pass there, wasn't it? But we've kept it out. We're still going. Lima, come on, back to the keeper again. All right, we're building possession stats nicely, but can we do something with it? No, we can give it away. Lovely. Here's Vargas. Great tackle, but it breaks for Robertone, and his shot is tipped over, brilliantly clawed out of the top corner by Daniel Sapa, and that was a great hit from an absolute mile out. Hoyos hits the goal kick long. It's still 0-0 in the Boca match as well, so that's encouraging. Playing a really bad Atletico Tucumán team, and Mario Gatti is in and scores. That is a stunning pass from Leonardo Fernandez. I don't think I have seen a better pass than that in FM19 at all. Look at this pass. This is absolutely incredible. What a ball that is. And on his right foot, again, Mario Gatti, goal number 21 of an unbelievable season for the kid. But it was all about that pass. I genuinely... I think that is the best through ball I have ever seen in the game. And I've got a lot of saves going on in FM19 at the minute. And that was just stunning. And another shot comes in there. And Daniel Sapa just gave that up. And it hit the woodwork. And that really was unlucky for Velez. We need to hold on to this. I've still got the positive mentality going. I don't know whether I should drop that back to balanced. I do think we're better when we're on the front foot, and we are a really good team. But that's a good ball through to Ibarra, and he's fired it over. Vargas will whip the free kick in. It's cleared away to the edge of the box to Giannetti, and he's fired it just wide. They are getting closer, and it is still 0-0. Tucumán against Boca. If we win this and Boca drop points as well, I mean, it really does. Oh, and as I say, that Facundo Barbosa has scored on the half hour. Boca lead. I was going to say, if they did drop points and we won, it would be unbelievable start, wouldn't it? But they've scored again. Raul Abia, top scorer in the division, has scored again. Marlon takes a throw here for us. So we now need desperately to win, because it looks as though Boca are going to. Atletico Tucumán are not a good team at all. Here's Paiva, forward for Fernandez. Spreads a lovely ball out to Zucqui. First time ball in, punched away. You don't often see that, do you? But he's got Velez going on the counter-attack though, hasn't it? It's a brilliant punch. And in it goes, and it's brought headed away, but it's Ibarra and Jimenez, and it is 1-1, and it all came from that punch by Oyas. You don't often see a goalkeeper make a punch on a cross in FM. It just doesn't generally happen, and it just set them away, and we couldn't get back in numbers, and we couldn't deal with it. And it's a lovely goal, in fairness, worked really well on the edge of the box, and it's a deserved equaliser. So Boca have gone 3-0 up on the stroke of half time, so they are done. So at the moment, I think we're still second. We're level on points with Boca. We're on 57. Velez are on 59. But I don't think Boca will get ahead of us on goal difference just at the minute. I think we're 6 or 7 better than them. So at the moment, it's not bad. I mean, the key thing we need to do is avoid defeat here, because obviously it wouldn't be the end of the world, as we said earlier, but it would mean that we would be playing catch up. We'd have to try and catch them up. So what we're going to do is we're going to assertively say, dig in, we deserve to win it, let's go and do it. It's been a very even half, I would say. I say we deserve to win it, but it has been a very, very even half, and I do think that this is really on a knife edge and could go either way. I mean, you look at the stats, we're edging the possession, we have had more shots, but I don't think we've been that much better that a draw isn't fair at the minute. So yeah, we'll just have to see. Actually, we'll just pause it here and give you the chance to look at the league table at the bottom there. So yeah, as you can see, even with that 3-0 scoreline for Boca, we are still 7 better than them on the goal difference, because we are just hammering teams. I mean, we're winning games 3-4 every week. It's unbelievable. It's ridiculous. We're scoring every week. I can't remember the last time we didn't score. I mean, we got the Steam achievement ages ago for the 20 games scored in a row. I'm not sure if there is one for 30 or not, but if there is, we must be on course for it. Here's Zukwi. This is a nice attack. Lacunza. Back to Zukwi. Oh, and Lacunza carried on his run. He's been found. It's a lovely ball in, and it's going to drop for Paiva, who plays it for Rodriguez, and his shot is blocked. It's a corner. Encouraging start to the half, though. We've not created any clear-cut or half chances, apparently. So putting Mario Gatti clean through one-on-one isn't a chance. Go figure. Nothing's going to come of that. So can we get our nose in front again? Can we get the all-important win? It's going to have to come off, I think. Ortega with the throw to Jimenez, who heads it in back. Big looping cross in. Headed away well by Lima, I think it was. Fernandez has it now. Played down for Lucas Rodriguez. Gatti's on the move. Don't look for him though. Paiva has it now, and Fernandez. And now they look for Mario Gatti. He's on his favoured foot. He got taken wide a little bit. It was a very, very narrow angle. Still a very good effort and a very, very good save. And Gatti it is who takes the corner. And Lima heads it wide. Throw in for us, taken by Lacunza. We've changed both central midfielders. Gil Romero and Estevez come on for Chico, who had been booked, and Paiva, who wasn't playing particularly well. So hopefully that will give us a little bit more control and a bit more energy in midfield as well. But we're a bit loose in possession at the minute. Ibarra plays it forward for Machis Vargas. In it goes, cleared away well though by Christian Lima, who is just an absolute beast in defence. They've got him behind us here. They're queuing up to score, and it's skied by Thiago Almada. Now, I am just going to pause it here. He's had an awful game today, but this guy is unbelievable. I mean, look at this. This guy is phenomenal. If you are playing as one of the big boys in Europe, then I would seriously recommend you look at this guy. I think he's wanted in the game by Juve and Barca. If you are one of the big boys in the game, get this kid. He's 19. Just look at him. Whatever you have to pay to get him, he is phenomenal. What a player. I don't know if he's still in Argentina in real life. I'm not 100% sure. If he is, I'd be very, very surprised. Oyos with the goal kick long. It's going to drop straight for Marlon. We've taken Mario Gatti off because he was down to 73%. And Estevao is on. Oh, and he's straight in. His first touch was a good effort. Oh, that would have been one hell of an introduction. Leonardo Fernandez is going to take that corner, and Hoyos flies through the air. Yes, Estevao has come on. Gives him 20 minutes. He could make himself a hero. He almost did there, didn't he? we've got a tough schedule coming up, so I need to start using Mario Gatti a little bit more wisely. Here's Marlon now. Of course, we haven't got the dominance in the air now that we have with Mario Gatti, but there's Fernandez with the shot blocked. He's been brilliant today, Leonardo Fernandez. Ibarra plays it forward for Vargas. Counter-attack is on again. This is what Velez do. In it goes, cleared away by Christian Lima. He has got in front of every cross today. He has been an absolute rock. But yet he's only got a 6.9. It's ridiculous. We are looking really, really tired. I don't know whether it's because we've just come back from the summer break. I don't know what it is, but we just look really, really tired. Fernandez is going to pick up the man of the match today. He's just been amazing. His passing has been absolutely top notch. And here he goes with the free kick into the back post. It's headed back towards Nogueira. It doesn't drop for him, and he dwells on the ball. He could have not got it out to the guy on the wing there. It's played forward, and Zucco's kept it in, and it's going to drop for Gil Romero, and it's deflected wide. That would have been a lovely, lovely way for the substitute to score as well, wouldn't it? Brilliant hit, brilliant block, you have to say. And it's going to drop for him again. And again, they throw the bodies in the way. The flag was up against Estevao, though. Both teams looking quite tired now. We're probably both playing high tempo. And it's probably absolutely knackered them out, hasn't it? It's 30 degrees as well, of course, we should remember. Fernandez plays another wonderful pass to Lucas Rodriguez. Estevao's in the middle. In it goes. Estevao's header. And it's a good save from Hoyos. I am liking the look of Estevao, though. Goal kick for Hoyos. We are over the 3 minutes. There it is. The referee blows immediately on 90 plus 3. Do you know what? I'm actually disappointed we haven't won that. We've been the better team. We've had more of the ball, we've had more shots. At half-time I said 1-1 was probably fair. They had that one chance, I think, where Thiago Almada skied it when he should have scored. And other than that, I think that's their only shot of the second half. So I'm actually quite disappointed that we haven't managed to get the win. But what we have done is we've taken a point away from home against our direct rival, and you've got to take that. I'm just going to say, no, I'm not going to do that bottom one because we're one of the best teams in the league. So I'm just going to say you were unlucky because we played really, really well. We really did play well, and we're going to say that as well. I don't normally do this one, but we're going to passionately say I'm very happy as a collective. I'm extremely happy with that. Mario Gatti's 21st goal of the season, his 18th in the league, gets us the point then. It's a shame that we couldn't get more than that, but it's still a great point. We've only lost one match out of 22, and that was at home to River, who have been absolutely resurgent. Look at that, they're up to 4th, but they're a mile behind all of us. It's a 3-horse title race at the minute, and hopefully ourselves and Boca will eliminate Velez from that in the coming weeks. With those games in hand. Boca won 3-0. Ramon Arbilla kept his position as a top scorer in the league. He is 2 clear of our wonder kid Mario Gatti. Mario Gatti, though, is the best player in the league at the moment. Daniel Sapper, don't know if you can just see that, has got 9 clean sheets. So he's just behind the leaders. We've got 2 players in the top 3 assists in Casquet and Mario Gatti. It's going swimmingly. I think that's we're closing in on our record points tally, which obviously you're going to get. It's a 42-game season. I think our record points tally was 60 or 57. In fact, we might have beaten it. Let's just have a quick look. No, I don't think we did. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It will happen. Right. We have some ridiculously massive games coming up. So we've got... this is mental. We've got 6 games away from home in a row. I don't know why that is. I don't know if there's a thing at the Unico de la Plata that they can't use it for that period of time. Because surely it wouldn't have just given us 6 away games in a row. That's just mental. It comes back to us in March, as you can see there, where we have 6 home games in a row. And in fact, we've got 10 games in March, and 8 of them are at home. So that will hopefully get us through. And if we win those 8, I'd be happy. Right, the next video, there's only one it can be. Friday's video. it's got to be, hasn't it? It's got to be the trip to the Bombonera. We can't do anything else. Right before, we've got River away at the Monumental as well. So, we've got a lot of games in hand, but that is just ridiculous. After that, after the Boca game, we've got just games. So I'm not going to promise which game it'll be after that, because I'm just going to play. I'm just going to play and get through as many as I can and see where we end up. If, obviously, because we get towards the end of the season, and if it's as tight as it is now, we might end up having to do consecutive games, and I don't want to have to be doing 7 or 8 videos for the rest of the season. So yeah, we're just going to get through. After Boca, Monday's video is going to be something in March, I imagine, but I don't know which game yet. So but yeah, that was a good performance. It was a disappointment that we didn't win. Mario Gatti, though, scored again. He's just on fire. It's going to be a case of we're fending off offers for him again in the winter. Stop doing that. But yeah, smash a like on that one for me, guys. Hit subscribe as well. If you haven't watched the transfer update, then I suggest you do, because it's only 12-13 minutes long, and we go through all the players that we've brought in a little bit more detail, so you can see the likes of Estevao and Fernandez and players like that. So make sure you jump along and check that out. There will have been a little thing pop up at some point during this video, or the link will be in the description, as there always is. Links in the description for everything. Remember as well to subscribe and turn on those notifications. Get in the comments as well. I know I've got a friend of mine, Niall. He is playing as Independiente, and he's doing a lot better than me, actually. He won the Superliga in his first season, and he's won the Copa Sudamericana as well. So bravo, Niall. That's a fantastic achievement. I would say Independiente or River. If you're looking to do Argentina, if you've been watching this series and you're liking it, River would be a really good save, because they don't seem... they've got amazing players, but the AI seem to be a little bit rubbish. So I reckon you could get in there and you could really have a go with River. I think it would be a very, very good save. Or someone like Independiente, Newell's would be really good as well. So yeah, give it a try. I always say, I'd seen a lot of people on social media saying that they haven't really got into a save on FM19. And my advice, if you're one of them, would be try something different. Try a Director of Football challenge, try a youth challenge, try any sort of thing. Just Google Football Manager challenges, there'll be something out there. Failing that, go to a league, go to a club, go to a country, go to an area of the world that you have no experience of. Go to South America, go to MLS, go to Australia, go to Eastern Europe. Just, go to England if you don't normally play in England. Just try something different. I did it with Estudiantes on FM16 thanks to a challenge I got on Twitter. Absolutely fell in love with Argentinian football, fell in love with Estudiantes, the club, and this is my favourite ever save already. So yeah, just try something different. It might just rekindle, because FM19 is by far the best version of the game as ever. It's phenomenal. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. That was a bit of an impromptu rant. See you on... Oh, God, I'm losing track of myself. See you on Friday for the trip. Oh, God, the Bombonera. What are we going to do there? Come back and join me for it, guys. Adios, amigos.